Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to W2W Racing. It is not the actual Season 7 race tonight that you'd all be expecting. However, it is a exhibition race to celebrate the joys of Easter. So happy Easter to everyone here. And joining me tonight in the commentary box is Tate 2J. Good evening, Tate.
Good evening, Untouchables. Good to be here in the commentary box for the first time and looking forward to some great racing at Tsukuba.
Too easy, Tate. And joining us tonight on visuals, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Fine Moves. Good evening, Fine Moves.
Hey, Untouchables, how we doing? Should be good race tonight, man. Don't know what to expect, really, with these N400s. Should be good, though.
Yes. Yeah, so a bit of a fun one tonight, just to celebrate the joys of Easter. We're having an N400 battle out over on the Tsukuba circuit in Japan. Tsukuba is known as a time trial track, so should be very fast racing, very tight circuit. So we're going to see a lot of close wheel-to-wheel racing as the boys go straight into a qualifier there. Maybe Tate, you can go through some of the cars that the boys are using tonight.
Yeah, so the big main one that we're seeing out here is the SFR, because obviously with the power restrictions on a lot of the cars, a lot of people are going for the car with the most downforce, which is the tiny little Toyota. But we are also seeing a couple of Porsche GT3s and a couple Aston Martins.
Yeah, so the boy
Alpha out there as well.
Yeah, so the boys tonight, they've got a bit of freedom of choice, so don't expect them to race with the same thing throughout the entire night. We've got 3 races tonight with two 15-lappers as our sprint race, and then our main feature race tonight is the 29-lapper later on this evening. Both race 2 and race 3 will have inverted grids. Also a bit of a mix-up as well tonight, because not one or two of the Premier League boys in here tonight, and then the rest sort of all come from all walks of the wheel-to-wheel life. So racing is going to be very close.
Yeah, a bit of a mix.
It's going to be a real mix-up tonight.
So Apex was saying it's a bit skatey out here with these N400s on this track, and what tyres have they got? It's the sports softs.
Yeah, so we're running the sport tyres. They don't have as much grip as the racing tyres. They're still going to be, they're sort of like a semi-slick tyre. So they've got some grooving in them, but it will be a little bit more of a softer compound compared to your comfort tyres. As just watching Smurf there go wide, so that'll compromise his lap, and he's got a couple of the SFRs in that train following behind him. We've got 3 SFRs line astern going after that Alfa Romeo 4C. Don't think it belonged in there, but I'm sure we'll give Smurf a pass tonight.
Yeah, so as they come around the final corner to complete their first qualifying laps, Smurf leading the pack, but of course with that slight error, with a slightly slower time, comes across with a 1:01.7, immediately beaten by the 3 Toyotas behind him. Apex goes to the top with a 1:06.
Whoa,
and
Con with a 1 minute flat.
Goes and beats him again in the little Toyota.
I wonder if the little Toyota is going to win.
Oh, it's hard to go past it. It's obviously the car of choice. We see CS Packer,
last of the first runners there with a 1:04 there, so he's had a bit of trouble there on his first flying lap there. He's running the Gazoo Racing built Toyota Supra, I think it's the 2020 model. So watch out for him to go a bit of fishtailing, bit of happiness around the track here. That car very, very heavily weighted to the rear.
As Smurf goes to the top of the timing board with a 1:05. 1:05 that is. Apex with his lap compromise there with the 0.5 second penalty in the middle sector. So we'll be looking to put in a couple more good laps before the end.
I got to say, Apex might be up to it tonight with the slower guys picking the little pocket rocket, but I think Apex has got the ability to find a few more tenths out of that 911 there. He's running what variant of the 911 is he running? As I try and pick him up. So he's running the 997 chassis from the 997 spec chassis there. So the newer of the 911 platforms there.
Actually, we should see some good driving here from Scooter as well tonight. He used to be a bit of a gun on this track with those MX-5s. So...
Yes, well, I'm expecting some nice battling here between Apex and Scooter. I think they've been communicating about some possible surprise picks later on in the night with our selections. So that should be interesting. But obviously, at the moment, qualifying just over a tenth apart, I'm expecting some close racing here.
So about 10 seconds to go, so everyone's on their last laps now. Maccajack's just spun it coming out of the second hairpin there, so he will take no further part. Engine damage to that Aston, but the Aston Martin mechanics know how to fix an engine. So it's interesting to see if anyone can pop Smurf off the top of the ladder there. Con's about 400s off Smurf there, and Apex is only about 700s there as well, so Apex doesn't have too much to find, but he is off his time.
Scooter.
And
Goes to the top.
Scooter!
Whoa!
1 minute flat point 3.
Nice
Almost
work.
breaks that 60-second mark there.
Very, very close. Just
Who else we got? Who else is
edging out
coming around for a
Smurf
hot...
football.
Someone's coming around the last
I
one. Here we go. It's
think
Macca.
Packer is...
But he's he stuffed that lap, I
CS
think.
Packer's the last of our hot runners there.
crosses
And
the line.
unfortunately he does not improve. So your grid tonight to start off race 1, Scooter 82 gets the pole.
Nice work, Scooter. Alrighty, what's our grid lineup?
So grid lineup, top 3, Scooter 82 in the 911 GT3, Smurf and your mum in the 4C road car, and Con 08 in the SFR. We've got Apex in 4th as well in the 911, Up You Baby in the SFR, Evil One also in the SFR, J-Dub in the SFR, Maccajack in the Aston V8, Hammer to the Bone also in the Aston V8, and then CS Packer in the 2020 Gazoo Racing Super. And away they go, Scooter 82 into the first corner, clean from the field. Con takes second from Smurf. You're going to have Up You trying to run around the outside of Smurf. He's also in the SFR there. As they round the third turn of this tight and twisty track, they're still all nose to tail. Apex down in 6th.
Oh, runs J-Dub a little bit wide onto the ground.
J-Dub trying to go up and under.
Very close racing here.
He held the outside there, would have had the inside, as Up You looks like he's either served a penalty or had a slow run out there. So he's backed up into the field there. Line astern, your top 3 at the moment is Scooter 82, Con 08 and Smurf and your mum's about 8 tenths behind the first 2 there, with Up You Baby in 4th and Apex in 5th, running that beautiful 911 GT3.
Yeah, so quite a clean first lap as everyone gets around. Very close racing in the middle pack between about 4th and 8th here, as we see Hammy looking up the inside of J-Dub. Obviously with the V8 power of that Aston, it'll be looking to make a move probably at the end of one of the straights, with the SFR being quite nimble in the middle section. But it will be interesting to see how that battle plays out.
Yeah, so Tsukuba Circuit's really interesting sort of track. It's a track where you either compromise mobility for straight line power, you've got 2 fairly long straights, or do you compromise that straight line power for mobility through the intersection there? And it looks like a lot of the guys have gone with mobility over straight line pace. As we see up you went a little bit wide in the final bend there. Apex unable to make any sort of leeway into that lead, but it looks like everyone's sort of spread out now. We do have a train for probably 4th through to 7th there, maybe 4th through to 8th there with up you right through to Evil 1, and then a couple of cars in between.
Oh, someone spun. Who's that? J-Dub or Hammy?
Looks like Evil One may have spun, because Evil One's fallen off the back of that tail
He's
there.
got a penalty as well.
Very interesting. We see Hammy closing up on the back of J-Dub with the power advantage. He's going to look to the inside at the last corner. Late on the brakes. J-Dub goes later, running it very, very wide, but not as wide as Up-U.
Up-U is wide and into the sand, and that's going to cost him a whole lot of positions there. Sears Packer might even get the run on him down the straight. Up-U's trying to defend in the inside. He's got that inside line back.
And Evil One
down the inside
of both
takes 2
of them.
for 1. Maybe a bit of a bump and run there, but we'll ignore that one. Stewart's getting the week off this week.
Yeah, so it's a good chance for the drivers to get out, have some fun, and not worry about Stewart's rulings.
We've got Con there getting nice and close up to Scooter. I think Scooter sort of gets away on the straights, while Con sort of gets closer toward that infield section there. Smurf in 3rd place just sort of dropped off that pack there at the moment. He's sort of running his own race there in 3rd. Apex in 4th. Made up a little bit of ground on Smurf. Smurf at the moment holding position in 3rd, and then you've got about a 3.5 second gap from 4th to 5th, which is Apex and J-Dub. Hammy best of the Astons at the moment in 6th. Best of the 2 Astons in 6th. The Scooters leading the charge for the 911s, Con for the SFRs, and Hammy for the Astons.
And of course Smurf in the controversial pick. Might have to have a look at the legality of his car selection post-race. But yeah, it's obviously very nice driving by Scooter and Con and Hammy for leading their respective car category, I suppose.
Any chance we can pull up the fastest lap there, Fine Moods, if we've got one down already? So we're trialling a new sort of data sheet, but a new display for wheel to wheel, giving you guys more information. You guys wanted more information, we'll get you more information. So we're giving you guys positional moves, so up and downs. We've got what tyres the guy started on with running 2 tyres, and then we've also got fastest lap as well. So do we have fastest lap there, Fine Moves?
Yeah, I brought it up, but is the data being entered for that one? It's not showing any names or times at the moment.
I think we've got our data technicians working on it now. Should have a fastest lap there now, Fine Moves. Maybe we can throw up positions while we work on the small technicalities we're having at the moment.
Anyway, back to the racing. Apex has gotten very close to the back of Smurf here. obviously with that fastest lap, currently sitting out at 1 minute, 1 second.
Smurf very deep there into the corner there. Apex unable to make hay on that. And we've got Hammy in that Aston Martin ringing the V8 out, trying to get the slip of whatever slip is made from J-Dub in the SFR. But top three still go to Scooter, Con, and Smurf. We've got a couple of nice battle packs forming up here. We've got the battle for first between Scooter and Con. Smurf and Apex are the battle for third, and then we've got almost a four-way battle now for the fifth in J-Dub, Hammy, Evil One, and Up You. There's about a 1.5 that.
There's a good battle. Up You and Evil One are really going at it. Yeah, that battle for fifth is kind of heating up.
Yes, we've seen Evil One go quite deep a couple of times, but
the headlights. Up You giving him the flash.
He's not quite been able to capitalise on any of the small mistakes that Evil One has made so far. As we have just passed the halfway point of the race, got 6 laps remaining. 6.5, maybe.
Yes, this is a track that you really have to sort of pick where you're gonna make your pass. It's a track where you got to work it for a couple of laps, find out where the drivers make the mistakes, where you can get close, where you just tuck in and follow the line there. Again, Smurf a little bit sliding coming out of the second last hairpin there, turns 10 or 11. And as we can go to Hammy and J-Dub, as Hammy gets that V8 flying down the inside of J-Dub there. If we could pick up a replay on that fine moves.
Yeah, sure. Here we go. So, coming around the back straight at the moment. Hammy's sitting there behind J-Dub, gets up the inside. J-Dub tries to close it off. Doesn't quite defend it, but yeah, there we go. Hammy up the inside, gets the move done. Nice work.
Evil One and J-Dub were running side by side when we went to replay there, all the way through to turn 3 and 4. J-Dub cuts back on the inside, gets the move done there. They're banging door to door, wheel to wheel. This is amazing stuff there. It's really free-for-all racing here. Evil One, and this brings in Up You as well.
Oh, he launches it. Goes a bit deep. There's the undercut.
Early on the brakes. Evil One tries to do the late move there, just not enough brakes there behind. If we could pop up to the lead as well, because Con was right onto the back of Scooter 82 there as well.
He did in fact make the position at the start of the previous lap, but with the power of the Porsche along the back straight, Scooter has taken back the position going into the last corner, but this is a very entertaining battle happening here as well.
Down the inside, Evil One goes. Evil One, J-Dub make contact. J-Dub's going to hold position. They're going to run side by side. J-Dub's going to have the favourable. She can come into the corner. Evil One's going to try and make the move around the outside. Up You's down the inside as well. He's going to take the position, and Evil One loses out. Up You now up into 7th place. Gives J-Dub a small reprieve there. I think this is a battle we've got to keep our eyes on at the moment. Now we're looking for the tyres. It looks like J-Dub's sort of worse for wearing his tyres. Although tyre, we're not going to pay too much of a factor into this.
As will fuel wear.
Oh, J-Dub's gone really wide.
Got that bit of extra Astro there on the side that you can run off to just sort of extend the corner, but Up You's got the position. Down the inside of the goes. Evil One down the inside as well. They're going to go 3 wide here. Almost 3 wide. J-Dub again has got the rightful position there. As Evil One tries the cutback. Cutback could work here. J-Dub knocks that off there, defending hard there. Boys, you could also think, you'd almost think this is an actual...
That's... Oh man, Evil went into the grass.
This is almost an actual league event. Chocolate playing for points and as we can go down to the front there, it's a top 4 battle now. The front 4 are all right on top of each other now. It's 2 laps to go. 3 laps to go, sorry. Smurf has found an extra gear and then is really brought back into the fight.
And of course, Apex right behind, looking to pick up on any mistake that anyone's going to make in front.
And Smurf, with that fight back, has given himself the fastest lap of all, 101.060 in the alpha there. Tries to make a move down the inside of Con, just can't make it stick. Boys, who's your money on for the fight for the podium there?
Oh, it's so hard to pick at this stage. Anyone can win it with the Toyota SFR being so quick in the middle sector, but in my opinion, it's probably pretty hard to go past Scooter. He's led almost start to finish, minus that 1 lap in the middle there. He's got a 1 second gap at the moment as we head into our second last lap.
And Scooter's now picked up the fastest lap with a 1 minute flat 0.7. Scooter's not wasting any time now towards the end of this race. He's trying to save tyres and save fuel. He'll save the tyres now for the end where he needs it most, as Con is now under heaps of pressure from Smurf. Apex just sort of sitting back there waiting and watching for a mistake as Smurf and Con tries to go down the inside 2 into there. Just won't work, but Smurf's got the inside line there. Will he have to drive over the corner? Smurf and Con both bashing door to door. This is a bit... Apex is a bit dream for Apex. Is he going to make a move down the inside? Is he going to pull out? Apex looking down the inside. Con's going to hold the line there. Smurf drifting out wide. Con cutting in for the inside move there. He's going to brake late. He's going to push that Alpha through the corner there. He's brave in such a small car to push such a bigger car through. Yeah, if we just take a look back at the 3 SFRs at the fight for 6, the Evil One's come out on top with Up You just about half a second behind. J-Dub's just sort of run himself a bit too hard. He's fallen off behind. And he's got to now worry about Maccajack in that Aston Martin. We're on the final lap.
Yeah, back to
Scooter
second.
With a 3 second lead over this little battle pack that seems to be forming.
Con's gone wide, Smurf's gone wide, Apex has got the run down the inside, he's going to have to power out the corner.
Ooh, Apex up to third. He's gotten ahead
Apex
of Con.
He has taken the...
Watch for Con here, he's going to make a big move down the inside, he thinks better of it, he's a bit far out.
Here comes Scooter. Nice one.
Scooter crosses the line with a 3 second lead over Smurf and Apex to round out your podium. Con very, very close, just 3/10 behind Apex. As we see Hammy crossing the line in 5th position with a very nice drive there in the Aston. And we have the trio of Toyota SFRs. We have Evil One, Up You and J-Dub crossing 6th, 7th and 8th respectively. And Maccajack and CS Packer rounding out leaderboard.
Now we want to stress here, we do want to stress here, we are not sponsored by Toyota at all, but we are sponsored by our friends at Pagnian Imports. We've also got the boys at Next Level Racing on board as well, and our main title sponsors, the boys that bring us the streams each and every week, is the boys at Races World. They own a number of tracks up in Queensland, so if you want to go out and see how you go in the real world, make sure you see the guys at Races World and talk to them, and they'll be happy to sort you out with a drive in the real world and see how you go. Links will all be across the bottom of the stream as well, and also I believe in the description below. But we thank the sponsors for bringing us this exhibition event as well, and we are not sponsored by Toyota, unfortunately, albeit with about 5 or 6 Toyotas in the race.
Yes, well, very interesting first race. It's going to be great to watch the reverse grid in race 2, obviously with Scooter and Con starting right at the back. It's going to be interesting to see how they fight their way back through in this very tight, very short circuit.
Oh yeah, this reverse grid is going to be very interesting.
15 laps again. I don't think we'll be seeing any changes of strategy or changes of car selection at this point.
Yeah, see if anyone...
Although, in saying that, Apex Humper has just taken to the track in a Toyota Tundra.
Nice.
So
We have the punt truck, ladies and gentlemen.
the punt truck has made an appearance.
He's given... I don't know what sort of shine he's given it, but it's like a rainbow theme to it, a copper rainbow theme.
I have also just noticed on the front bumper, he's got a short 4-letter word, MOVE, and it's quite a word message for anyone that's in front of him in that 2.5 ton truck, about 4 times the size of any other car in this race. It's going to be very interesting.
Okay, I'm just going to get this list updated. So we've got Scooter starting in 10th for this next one, right?
Yeah. Yes, so...
Scooter Smoke.
You're about 1 or 2 posies up there. Fine moves.
Oh, right, hang on.
Bring him down 1 or 2. And it looks like everyone's just started to realise now that they can change cars. And we've got 2 Tundras now. We've got 2 Tundras, 3 Tundras.
We've got 3. Oh, this is going to be awesome.
This is going to end up being a Toyota spec race. We've got GTO. Zudu's made his appearance and graces us with his appearance with an 84 GTO. If anyone was wondering, yes, it does pay to race with wheel to wheel. Just look at the garage of cars we all have access to. Not surprisingly, we've got a couple of drivers still sticking with that little SFR there. Maccajack sold his Aston for a SFR as well, so see that car back off to Britain.
We see CS Packer jump in the winning car from last race as well, the Porsche GT3, which makes it a total of 2 cars that aren't Toyotas currently in the race, with the Zoo
Also
and
got
the Ferrari.
Smurf as well, still in the Alfa Romeo there. Evil One's yet to pick his car. Evil One with the CTR3. Awesome choice there. But again, a car that's not an N400. I think the rules are out the window here, boys. Let's just grab the rule book, throw it out the window. Just enjoy some stress-free Easter racing.
Just out here for fun.
Race 2
Alrighty,
about to get
awesome.
underway.
Reverse grid, bring it on.
I think everyone just needs to come.
So, yeah, Scooter's going to be, what's he in the Tundra this time?
Yeah, so we've got
From the
Scooter
back.
in the Tundra now.
Alright. So quite the mix of cars in this race as we get it
We've got a
started.
GTO on pole, we've got CS Packer and a Porsche, and away they go. The three
Oh,
Tundras
man.
going
Great
down
start.
the middle of the track. Oh, it's a sight to see, that's for sure. Into turn one, they're too wide everywhere.
Up goes into third position in the Tundra, the launch.
Mackerjack being shoved out off the track.
Oh,
my
man.
god, look at the Tundra against the SFR. That thing could fit into the back of the car there.
Beautiful car selection from Zuzu. He's out in front in that, what is it, a Ferrari?
Yeah, that's the old
Yeah.
Ferrari GTO from, God, that's from the 80s, 84. The 84 ton GTO. The top three at the moment is Zuzu in the GTO. You've got Upyu in one of many Tundras, and Evil One in the CTR3 by Porsche.
Now this isn't
Apex.
a top three that you'll see very often, with a Ferrari leading the pack in front of the
CS
Toyota
Packer down the
Tundra.
inside of Apex, and Apex is having none of it. He's going to
Oh,
hold
there's
it around
carnage in the
outside.
background.
Scooter
There
has
was some
gone
carnage.
Scooter's taken off.
Yeah, Scooter's off. Let's go to a replay on that. Here we go. Let's jump on board with Scooter. Who's he got? Oh, there's a bit of... Scooter's on the outside. Must have got a slight tap, I guess, but he's off into the sand. Bad luck.
Yes, I noticed Hammy also negatively affected by that incident at the last corner as well. He's now 15 seconds off the lead of the race.
Oh, there's another collision.
Oh,
The Porsche.
CS Packer.
Oh, there's carnage.
Oh no! It's turned into Corona Cup. Everyone,
my
there's cars
goodness.
flying everywhere. Apex is off.
And
He's
this is
giving
what
Con a little
happens.
bit of a nudge.
This is what happens when you don't let the racers race on a weekly basis. They lose their mind, they go mental, and J-Dub's into the pits. J-Dub's into the
Oh,
pits, he
no.
must have some damage.
Yes, he's got front suspension and aero damage, which he has pitted for. I've also noticed CS Packer with front damage and also Apex with rear damage. So I wonder if that's an unsuccessful attempt of a SFR trying to dive bomb and punt a Tundra, which doesn't sound like a great idea.
Tundra 1, SFR 0, but top three still remains Zuzu, Upyu, and Evil One, with Zuzu about a 3-second lead over the rest of the field in that beautifully prepared GTO. Good to see a nice mixture of cars come back into play. And that CTR is just driven well past Upyu in the Tundra. It's just left it for dead.
Apex doing his best to try and get a bit of sideways action in the Tundra around that last corner.
Yeah, saw them drifting in those Tundras, looking good.
And the CTR's just gone off. CTR's gone off in the middle section there.
There's Evil One running a bit wide. We've got a nice little pack here as he gets a bit of a nudge from Con and he gets past. Stewards might be having a bit of a look at that one. Evil One obviously struggling quite a lot with that car, losing it a little bit on a couple of the Apexes. He's now got front and rear damage, so
Oh, he spun too. Oh, he's held onto it, but
I wonder if he's going to try pit to repair that damage. It looks like he's staying out. He's going to have a very big and angry Apex Humper chasing him down now. Followed closely by Scooter in another Tundra with a military police livery, which is good to see. We have Hammy, J-Dub and CS Packer all behind the pace in 9th, 10th and 11th, rounding out the rear. As we see also Zuzu with almost a 6-second lead as we head into the end of lap 5. It's hard
Beautiful
to
car.
imagine anyone else winning this race, really.
Get the positions up as well if we can.
Yeah, sure.
Just positional update.
Smurf has also just gone round up you, going into the last corner to take 2nd position with the power of the 4C.
So they're not refreshing for some reason.
Smurf, your biggest winner at the moment as we try and figure out those little gremlins here.
Smurf up 7 spots.
And CS Packer, your biggest loser, down 9 spots as well. So some movers and shakers there in the second race, and some moving more than others. As you've got a 3-car,
Yeah,
a 4-car
Smurf is,
battle.
wow. So Smurf made massive gains in this race. Up 8
Yeah,
positions.
so he's up into 2nd. Very nice drive. Obviously he's got up you in the struggling Tundra holding up the rest of the field as we see
Con's going to go around the outside here. Con is brave. And that Tundra says no way because it's holding the line, but Con's going to have the power on corner exit
He's
there.
got it.
Who would have thought 4 cars in a battle pack would have been a Toyota SFR, a Toyota Tundra, an Aston Martin Vantage, and a CTR.
Up he gets a bit of a tap.
He's getting picked on in that Tundra.
Scooter and Apex are going side by side with Hammy behind there in the Aston Martin. The boys have gone mental finally. The boys have gone mental.
Hammy unfortunately has got a wall of Tundras in front of him that he just has no way around. He's just got 2 side by side Tundras taking
they're
up.
creating a wall, but Apex and Scooter creating a wall with those 2 Tundras behind.
Apex going sideways. I don't know why he's got the indicators going as well. I don't think people are going to miss that Tundra somehow. Oh no, up here's just shipping positions left, right, and centre. Even one of Mac is
bump drafting.
down the inside.
Hammy's bump drafting the Tundra.
Oh dear, it's crazy stuff here at Tsukuba Circuit, and Evil One's going down the inside of Macca Jack there. So that brings Evil One to 4th and Macca to 5th. Macca tries to cut back, and it doesn't work. Evil One manages to hold the position there. Just waiting on Hammy to make a massive dive down the inside there.
Where is Hammy? Is he back in 9th? Okay. Yeah, he's just got... man, when Apex and Scooter are side by side, he cannot see anything.
So Con's currently got your fastest lap at the moment, a 101.4 there in the USFR. Oh, Uppy Baby's had a spin off the exit of the final corner, and he's lost all the positions. He's now back down to 9th. Any chance we can get a replay there?
Yeah,
5 moves.
Let's do it. Oh, I've just missed that, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry guys.
All good. Well, we might jump back on with the battle happening in 4th and 5th position here. Maccajack, unfortunately running a bit wide off that corner, but he has been closing in on the back of Evil One. They both seem to be struggling out of the slower corners, getting a bit sideways. And of course, as soon as I mentioned the little battle pack that forms, he's just gone and lost 2 seconds off the back of him. but Hammy
here we
has
go.
also
Yeah,
gone
Hammy.
around the outside of
Oh, no.
Apex and touched the grass,
Bond.
and he's around.
He's gone.
I don't know if Bond has ever tried to drift that car, but doesn't seem quite suited for it.
Bad luck, Hammy.
Yes, it's ruined his race, but he's all but solidified a front row start for our third race of the night.
So everyone's kind of spread out at the moment.
Yes, it seems like Smurf is also on a mission to catch up with Zoo. He's closed up that gap quite significantly, lapping consistently in the 1 minute 1 second, with Zoo very consistently with 102.6s. This could be a very close finish here. He could be right on the back of him within a couple of laps. Yes, and Con obviously only 1.5 seconds behind Smurf there as well.
Is he still hanging on to that fastest lap?
We have a new fastest lap of Smurf for the 101.035. Time's still falling here, and it looks like Smurf's trying to make a last-minute dash for Zuzu. That GTA might just be running a little bit on fumes there. It's seen its racing days long gone. A bit sideways out the second to last corner, 10 to 11 there. But I'm surprised Apex isn't closer up to the front there in that Tundra.
The old Tundra boys seem to be struggling a little bit, especially for straight line speed, but obviously running 6th, 7th and 8th here. Unfortunately up here with the spin, and Apex runs wide at the last corner, goes off into the sand trap.
And Upview follows him as well. J-Dub gonna make a position there. And we have a penalty for Evil 1 second penalty, so don't know where he's cut the corner, but he's also carrying heavy damage as well.
Which is all going to help Mackajack to close up on the back of him. Might look to make a dive here. Goes very deep. He's going to have the run onto the straight though with that V8 power, of course.
CS Packer's going to have to be careful here. Sorry, Tate. He's about a minute behind the field. We've got the leaders there in the eyesight of Packet of CS Packer there. So CS Packer's going to hopefully not be the apt here in this little 15 lap sprint race here. Apex just throws it down the inside of J-Dub there, and the little SFR holds its place.
He will be terrified looking in his rearview mirror and seeing the 2-ton Tundra with "Move" written on its front bumper. He has got to be quite scared, I would imagine. But keeping his concentration at the moment, lapping very nicely in 7th position here. 13 seconds off the back of Scooter, so no chance of moving up positions, but Apex will be hunting him down over the last few laps here.
As we're coming towards the end of the race here.
Nice little battle in 1st, 2nd and 3rd as well, with just less than a second covering the top 3 drivers here.
No surprise seeing, and Upview's gone off again.
Oh no.
I think the tyres are gone, that Tundra.
Oh man, Smurf is putting the move on with a bit of a nudge, but.
And Con tries to go up the inside as well. He's gonna get slipped from Smurf as well. But the power of the Ferrari Zoo
Oh,
looking
Sears
up the
Packers
inside.
Sears Packers let the 3 through, and my God,
Oh, this is a
Smurfs
great
taking
battle
the
up
lead
front.
in that. We're on the final lap as well, so it's all or nothing here.
Colin going very deep up the inside. Doesn't quite make it stick. But he's going to have the extra speed through the middle here. The middle section obviously favouring the high downforce car. But it'll be interesting to see the Ferrari GTO with the power along the back straight. So obviously if Zoo can get close enough out of the exit of this corner.
Oh, he's gone wide.
He's gone
Zoo's
deep.
gone wide.
Connor's made the position,
Con
but
is through.
got to wait for the power.
Has the GTO got the power though?
Not quite. He did manage to reduce the gap from 6/10 down to 4, but looks like Smurf will cross the line in first position, followed by Con and Zoo for your podium. As we see Zoo spinning across the line. Evil One manages to hold on to 4th position, followed somewhat closely by Maccajack, with a very nice drive to bring it home in 5th. And then we've got J-Dub flanked by the 2 Tundras.
Hammy was trying to throw around the outside of Apex there. He's cut back for the inside move there. Has he got the power of that V8 Aston there?
Oh, nice.
Oh! Oh, and Apex in the Tundra just totals the car over the line, but just manages to get it home from Hammy there. And that's your race. So congratulations to Smurfcon and Zuzu. They're your top 3. And they will be sent to the back of the pack for your 3rd and final race tonight.
Yeah, so I think we have the final positions on the spreadsheet. If you would like to bring that up, fine moves.
Cool.
If we can have
Yeah,
a look
let's,
at the movers and shakers from that race. Obviously, Smurf with a great win from I think 8th or 9th on the grid.
Yeah, wow.
Very nice drive.
Smurf came back from 10th actually, so he moved up about 9 positions there.
Very
so Scooter
nice
moving
drive.
this last race is going to be interesting. So Scooter moved up 5 positions, but with this 30-minute race coming up, and Scooter's, so he'll be starting this next one in 6th or 5th, I think. Smurf will be at the back. Yeah, right. So it could be a battle between Scooter and Apex in this next one.
I wonder if the boys are going to go out and get their favoured car here for the final race and go all out and get the win, or if they're going to have 30 minutes of fun and mayhem.
As we see in the text chat, Apex confirming the suspicions of an SFR trying to punt the punt truck, which only ended in the SFR having to pit for damage.
So we can confirm that the SFR will not beat a Tundra in a head-on collision there.
Worth a try though. Worth a try. Are we seeing any car changes going into this last race? Zuzu has swapped to the Toyota SFR, which seems to be the preferred car around this track, and I also noticed CS Packer moving to the Mustang GT. So that's a new pick that we haven't seen.
And we've also got to
CS
remember
Packer,
as well, there will be a stop for tyres here, so the boys, albeit they may be messing up their car choices, but they do have to pick some tyres.
Oh, there's a Mustang.
Evil One has jumped into an Audi R8, which will be interesting to see as well. I am very much hoping to see some Tundras out on track again. The very large moving chicane or moving blockade. Obviously,
ZD wants to jump in. Yeah, ZD, jump in the race. Just they're gonna have to throw you in the back of the pack. But yeah, if Rexy's not in, yeah, jump in, take his spot. Just got ZD there in the chat wanting to jump in.
We've got the Corona man himself.
I'll just put a message to Smurf to. Can't type.
I wonder if we're gonna have. Any guys swapping. Well, we do have quite a bit of tyre swapping here at the moment.
Yeah, where is Rexy? G-Man's just asking in the chat.
Rexy's probably practicing for the next round of W2W racing, guys. So, round 7, I think it is. God, we're already halfway through the season. So round 7, just down the road over in Tokyo, we've managed to buy part of the height of the expressway in Tokyo. Model ground of W2W, and it looks like the forecast is for showers and wet weather throughout the entire day. So the boys in the Group 3s, or the GT3s, will be having lots of fun playing around in the wet up on the Tokyo highways. It's a fast-flowing track, a lot of action, and a lot of reward for getting your lines right. It looks like we have a lot of guys starting on the mediums, so maybe we've got to...
Check out that Mustang, looking good. He's just drifting it there, and those things must be mediums. Oh,
bit
nice.
of sideways action. Oh, and he spun it. Keeps it foot to the floor though.
Yeah, it'd be funny if CS Packer won the race. Would really show Rex that maybe he needs a bit more practice in the Mustang. It's going to be fast.
So what is Scooter's choice here? P11, where is he? He's in the Porsche.
We've got ZD in the
Yeah, where is he? He's in 8th. Okay. What is that?
The RX-7.
Okay, nice.
Trying to slide it around. Well,
ZD's not going to be seen in the leaderboards here, late entrant into the race tonight, so ZD's here is just to make up the numbers and to bring the Corona Cup to the exhibition racing. We had Smurf sticking it out with the Alfa Romeo for the final race.
Is there a Lamborghini N400 Lambo?
Yeah, I think
Yes,
there's a couple.
Would have been good to see one of those out there.
Yes. I know the 15 million credit Mura is actually N400, so it would have been nice to see someone.
Oh yeah, nice.
One of the richer drivers pull that one out, but haven't seen any Lamborghinis, and just the one Ferrari of Zoo in that last race. ZD also with the new pick, which we have touched on, but I'm noticing a distinct lack of Tundras, which is somewhat disappointing. But obviously everyone looking to use their best car for the last race.
Yeah,
Flying
I think
for the ultimate
Smurf's just
crown.
setting the grid now, so we shouldn't be too far away. We've got Con just rolling by the pit lane. And ZD's practicing his pit stop in his RX-7. Gold plated as well, so ZD's got some cash to splash. And away we go, the finals starting now. So the final race tonight here at Tsukuba Circuit in Japan. It's a 30-minute race. There is going to be a single pit stop required for a change of tyres. It's about an even split on mediums and softs. Says Packer going to lead the field away in that the beautiful GT Mustang. Up you back in the SFR, and Hammy still sticking it out with the Aston, I believe. So lights are on, lights are out, and away we go. Smurf slow off the line. They're 3 or 4 wide into turn 1. Looks like Up You manages to hold the lead, and Apex is down to
Apex and Smurf.
Apex and Scooter,
Up front.
2nd and 3rd.
Sorry, Scooter, yeah.
Porsche Parade. Con's down the inside of 2 cars there. Turns 3 and 4.
Maccajack tries to make his position back. He's obviously going to get the run out of the last corner here.
Well, Scooter's looking around the outside. Hammy's down in the
going
inside.
for it.
J-Dub making it 3 wide. Apex has just lost it.
Who ghosted? Was that Apex?
Yeah, Apex just
did,
ghosted
yeah.
and lost the positions. There's a yellow flag as well for CS Packer. Unfortunate for him. He's had the pole the last 2 races, just hasn't been able to convert, which is unfortunate for him. That wonderful red Mustang. But your top 3 at the moment go to Up You in the SFR. We've got J-Dub in the SFR and Hammy in the W2W. Aston Martin with Evil 1 and Scooter going side by side, going into turn 5 and out of turn 6. Con trying to get that SFR up the field. We've got Zuzu as well trying to push the SFR up through as well. ZD's just lost a position to Smurf, although he's fighting that back as well. Not going to hold the position. But big battle pack here for 3rd at the moment with about 6 cars, I've got to say. All within about a second, about second half, 2 seconds. So
Maccajack looking to make it 3 wide for 7th, 8th and 9th. And just up the road we're seeing Con having a look up the inside of Apex. Been very racy in this final race here of the night.
And Up You's just made a bit of a mess at turns 5 and 6, and that gives J-Dub the lead. J-Dub about a 1 second lead over the field at the moment in that nice little nimble SFR. Battle Pack's still raging at the moment for, probably say 5th place now. Scooter's managed to pull enough of a lead away from Evil 1 in that CTR. I think that CTR might be a bit too powerful for the track, not being able to take advantage of both the straights or the infield there.
So yes, I'm noticing Evil One and Hammy both seem to be struggling just slightly with the power of their cars through the middle section especially. Running a bit wide, getting a bit of oversteer, which has obviously brought them back into the pack with Scooter in between them, and Apex and Con following close behind Evil One there.
And it looks like, because I'm just following Con at the moment, it looks like Scooter, Evil One, and Apex have been able to catch back up to Hammy and up you as well. So those guys haven't sort of escaped away at the moment. And from looking at the back, when Mackajack goes into the pits, he's jumping off those mediums. It looks like we have Packer and ZD just racing each other around. So ZD's playing fair and giving TS Packer someone to race, or ZD's just trying to do some Tokyo drifting there in his tuner car.
So the fifth lap seemed to have settled into a bit of an order, a bit of a train. As we go onto the back straight. It is interesting, I'm not noticing too much of a power difference in a lot of the cars. Like, we saw towards the end of the last race, Zuzu in the Ferrari with a huge power advantage along the back straight over the SFR, but not noticing as much of a differential between the cars. Apex looking up the inside of Evil One, gets squeezed a bit narrow. Evil One holds on to the position.
How are we going with the pit strats, boys? Do we have any of that data?
So got Mackajack in on lap 5 going to softs. I think it was Mackajack going into the pits, but Smurf at the fastest lap of the 101 551 in the Alfa Romeo.
ZD has also pitted to get onto the softs as well. He won't be included in the data sheet, but another one to note. As we see Upyu going for a huge lunge up the inside of J-Dub for the lead, goes a bit deep. J-Dub looking for the cutback. But Upyu makes the move stick. He goes purple for the first sector. Very nice move there. Get up the inside. Now he's got 23 laps to hold on to that position. J-Dub running a bit wide.
Apex really struggling to find his apexes tonight, and missing out on a few good humps there. So he's back down in 6th at the moment in the GT3. I wouldn't expect to have seen him fly away with the lead, fly away with the race wins galore. But hasn't done too well tonight out of his comfort zone.
Yes, I'm sure he'll be itching to get past Evil One here. Gives him a little bit of a nudge wide. But I know he'll be trying his best to catch up to Scooter, who's just 2 places in front of him. This is very close racing here from Hammy in 3rd all the way down to Smurf in 8th. Everyone nose to tail through the middle section there. Con gives Apex a little bit of a bump. Apex goes a bit deep, but it holds on to the position. As we go onto the back straight for the 8th time this race.
Still, Mackajack the only one to pit at the moment, with all the guys started on the mediums, still on their mediums.
Zuzu has, in fact, just pitted to get off his medium tyres. So he'll be looking to fight back on the softs for the rest of the race here. Yeah, but towards the front, Up You has gotten over a second lead out from J-Dog at the moment, who in turn has also got a 1 second lead over Hammy. So getting a bit of a gap opening up, but no such gap exists between 3rd and 8th, as they're still fighting very, very closely. Smurf looking for any way around Con in the little Toyota there, as I look up the inside into the last corner.
Gotta say that Alfa Romeo does look very wide. She's very wide. But yeah, J-Dub's either the cork in the bottle or is able to break the field during that infield run, because it's a massive battle pack. As we've got a spinner in the background, and Smurf has spun and damaged his car.
Oh no. He'll be spewing after.
It's got a replay on that. Right, on board with Smurf. Oh, he's just coming onto the back straight there. He touched a bit of the grass, and that was it. Into a spin.
Yeah, as I was saying before, he was spewing because he's obviously had 2 very good races so far.
Yeah, he was doing well.
As we see Scooter pulling into the pits as well, and Apex following him in at the end of lap 10.
Yeah, how long are the pit stops on this track?
Kind of looking at like a 20-second transit through the pit lane from start to finish, probably even longer.
Yeah, so currently Zoo is 20 seconds off the lead of the race. Obviously,
Smurf is in, and he's on his mediums now.
Apex has come out right in front of Zoo here on the cold softs. Zoo will be looking for a way past. Evil One, the next one to pit. End of lap 11. With 44% fuel remaining, so I think, if my math is correct, if he fuels up to the top here, it should be enough to get him to the end. Might need a little bit of fuel saving, but it'll be interesting to see where all the different strategies come out for the final race of the night.
Yeah, just frantically trying to update the stat sheet. There's small little bullring track like this. Changes go left, right, and centre. But fine moves can give me a couple of seconds. We'll try and get these positions updated for you.
Sounds good.
See where movers and shakers are halfway through the race. So hopefully no one goes into the pits and everyone can sort of hold their position for a couple of minutes here.
Yeah, so currently we've got the 3 Toyota SFRs out the front, Up You, J-Dub and Con, currently in the podium positions, all yet to pit. Hammy and Macca in the 2 Astons, following closely behind in 4th and 5th. And then we've got the 2 Porsches, Scooter and Apex, who I think are the first of the drivers that have pit so far.
Alright, fine moves. I think we can go to the strategy sheet at the moment. I've got it as up to date as I possibly can.
Looking good.
The top three at the moment, we've got Upu, JW and Con leading the SFR charge. We've got ZD in the background there. He's struggling in his RX-7, his RE at the wire. I think he's just out here having fun.
Yeah, it's interesting to see who started on mediums. So Scooter and Apex, let's see if they can bring it back in the second half of the race on softs.
Yeah, so just looking at the spreadsheet, seems like our biggest mover at the moment is Con, who has just taken position, gone up into second, which makes it a total of 8 overtakes so far in this race.
Damn, good effort.
So, very nice drive so far, but...
And unfortunately, your biggest shaker is CS Packer, falling all the way down into 11th. He's dropped 10 spots, but it's no fault of his own. He's continuing on and he's showing that Mustang.
I have also noticed that Con has significantly more fuel than the two other front runners that he is close with, so he'll be able to go a little bit further on this first stint if he so chooses. But it looks like we'll be looking at a lot of just one-stop strategies. I was thinking we might see a couple of
interesting, yeah,
stoppers.
Yeah, that update with the pit times. It's throwing things around a bit.
Into the pits now. He's got engine damage, so he'll be changing onto the softs. And he'll also be fixing that engine damage as well. So it looks like we've only got about 4 or so drivers in the pit. We've got Upu, Hammy, JW and Con still yet to pit, so that represents your top 4 there on track at the moment. But you're pretty much your effective race leader yet is Mackajack at the moment, so he stopped on that drive the softs after getting his mediums out of the way, so he's in a prime position to take the win.
Well, that's interesting. It looks like he'll have to make another pit stop for fuel though, because he's currently got slightly less than a quarter of a tank with 15 laps remaining.
Oh, that's unfortunate there, because Mackajack's running right up the top peak of the order there and is in prime condition to take the lead there. And we've got ZD getting in the way there, and Hammy, Macca and Scooter all covered by about not even half a second there. Scooter's trying to make a move down the inside of Mackajack there. And Smurf's into the pits again, so he's changing back onto the softs there. So
that'll be his last stop of the race.
I'd say Scooter's going to make a move. Scooter up the inside on the final turn. Ooh. And Hammy's into the pits.
Hammy's into the pits. He's going to get off his softs and onto his mediums now. Smurf's the only driver to do a 2-stop strategy here.
We're also seeing a pretty close battle here for first position. Moons, if you would like to jump to that.
Yeah, nice.
Lucky just holding off Colin at the moment, who seems to be on a bit of a charge. He's made up many positions and looking to take the lead of the race.
Colin's currently up 8 at the moment, but that can change. And your new fastest lap. Now, finally, we get to talk about Apex in a good sense. His fastest lap of the race with a 1 minute flat point 8.63 as JW now makes his stop. He'll be getting off those softs and onto the mediums now. It'll be interesting to see where he pops out here after fueling tyres and whether he'll be able to get away with an under fuel for the rest at the end of the race here.
So it's going to be very interesting to see where all these strategies come out, because we are seeing very much differing fuel loads at the moment. We've got Upu, who can probably only make one more lap with the fuel that he's got. Probably looking to do the one stop, go on to the mediums for the final 10 or 11 laps. Con following behind with not much more. Probably looking to do maybe 2 or 3 more laps. Scooter's the first of the runners with a decent amount of fuel, currently sitting at about 50%. I'm not sure if that's enough to make it to the end, but it'll be interesting. He seems to be short shifting quite heavily. Mackajack, obviously.
Con down the inside there. Gives up you a bit of a push around the corner. Sorry to butt in there.
Yeah, no, this battle is still going on. They'll be obviously on the same strategy, so they'll be probably fighting the whole race here.
Both Con and Up you both yet to make a stop. I think Con's got another 3 or 4 laps in here. As we see, Up you goes into the pits now, so he'll be dumping those softs for mediums.
Con inherits the lead. That fighting has, though, dropped them back.
Up you and Mackajack's in as well. He's in for his second stop. And he is just taking tyres and fuel, so I think he goes to a new set of softs.
So how far's it's going to be Scooter and Apex, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apex is 3 seconds back. That's going to be tough to reel in Scooter.
Especially around a track like this. We're just waiting on Con now to make his pit stop. He's probably got another lap or 2, but he will drop well down the field here with Scooter and Apex. Possibly Evil One as well. Do maybe jumping in the hole. Up here was Con's battle buddy here throughout the race, so about 17 seconds behind Con, and they were both pretty much side by side going into the pit. So it's about 17 seconds we're looking at for pit stop transit time. But Con doesn't have a hell of a lot more fuel as Hammy now goes into the pits. He's got major damage to that Aston there, so he'll be jumping onto some softs there for the end of the race.
Looks like our final pit stop will be happening here with Con peeling off into the pits out of the lead of the race with a 4.1 second lead over Scooter, who now inherits the lead. Currently carrying a 3 second lead over Apex. Got slightly more fuel, can push a little bit harder, but that's going to be a very tough gap to breach for Apex there. Evil One currently...
Evil One and Zoo just about jump Con, then Up you sliding into the corner there. He's going to be about 2 seconds behind Con, so Con has jumped Zoo. So Con has jumped Up you for the pits there. And about five or 6 laps to go here in the final race.
Zuzu, get
Zoo
loose.
getting very loose on the grass on the inside of that corner there. He's on the soft tyres until the end here, so he'll be looking to break away from Con and Up you here towards the end of the race.
So what have we got? Evil One is on softs. doing a two-stopper?
Yes, to my knowledge. Currently, the only runners that are on mediums are Con, W, and J-Dub in 5th, 6th, and 7th. I don't think we'll be seeing any more pit stops
Con
for the rest of
sends
the
it.
race.
And once we've finished seeing Con send it, maybe we can go to the leaderboards here and get the final position in here. We've got 5 laps to go.
Sure. So Scooter with there's a few of them who've gained 5 spots.
So biggest movers are your Scooter, your Evil One, Zuzu, Con, all jumping up 5 positions each. Again, unfortunate for CS Pack, a bit of shaking there, dropping down 11 spots. He's got ZD ahead of him at the moment, who is in the 11th position. And Apex as well, we may as well update the fastest lap as well. And Apex on with your fastest lap, your 1 minute 0.7. I was really hoping to see if the fast guys could break that 1 minute barrier, but
Not quite tonight.
more little boring track, not prevailing for the cars here. As we've got probably, what's our battle pack to watch for the end of the race? We've got both J-Dub and Maccajack about 2 tenths from each other, so we've got V8 Power versus a little Toyota. Maccajack down the inside, doesn't wait for anything, he just sends it down the inside, makes the move stick, and hopefully we'll drive away with that V8 Vantage. But J-Dub in the SFR is going to be nice and nimble here through the infield section. I think J-Dub might be able to stick along here with Maccajack. Maccajack does have the better tyres and the softer compound, so maybe that V8 Vantage might be able to get away there from the little Toyota. The top 3 as we go with 3 laps to go with Scooter and Apex in the 911 GT3s and Evil One in the Porsche CCR3. Zuzu the first of many Toyota SFRs in 4th and Con in 5th as well in the SFR. He's managed to just gap Up You Baby. Up You Baby's had no chance whatsoever to keep up with those guys. Looks like he hasn't been the best on the mediums.
So Apex has been bringing Scooter in slowly, but probably not quite going to have enough.
There's about a half-second difference between the two of them on lap 25. Scooter was a bit faster than Apex on lap 24 by about 2 or 3, about 5 or 6 tenths. They're about half a second of each other, lap on lap. So a 101 flat for Apex last lap and a 101.2 for Scooter. So Apex faster by about 2 tenths again as we've got lap traffic in the way. We've got lap traffic again.
This could be interesting.
Might slow up Scooter here.
And I've just been watching these two. They're having quite a nice little battle, and I don't think they'll be too keen on forfeiting that. ZD has been
trying to get out of the way, I think.
Yes, we might see him in the back of shot running up to the last corner here. I have noticed he's been getting quite a bit of sideways action.
Zoo's gone wide, and that's giving Con the position. He was wide coming out from under the Dunlop Bridge there.
Oh no,
and he's just
spun it.
And he's looped and he's burnt the tyres up. He's, I think Zoo's done.
Yeah.
And Maccajack as well makes the position.
And it looks like he's just given up. That's it. That's his race done. Up you, Maccajack, and J-Dub all moving up in position.
Inside the car.
Yeah, wow, Apex.
Oh, Scooter's run wide. That's going to give Apex the lead.
What has
Scooter
happened
has
there?
gone into the wall.
Scooter's
Wait, what?
disconnected.
Oh, has
Scooter
he?
has
No.
disconnected.
Oh no.
He was way too fast around the heavy area.
Bad luck.
And Apex has picked up an unlikely lead here. Probably a bit of a sour victory here for Apex. But a win's a win as we go into the final lap here. We get a yellow flag as well, so there's Packers doing donuts on the front straight.
ZD getting a bit of sideways action in second last as well there. Going for some drift. Oh, and he's got
And he's done the
damage.
engine.
Anyway, back to the racing. Apex has got almost a 10-second lead over Evil One. Very nice drive. He's got the purple lap, the fastest lap of the race. He's gonna go on to the back straight for the last time. He's got one corner to go to round out what has been a really good race.
And he's been able to run that fuel tank dry to the bone there, so he's going to cross the line with no fuel whatsoever. And there he goes, runs out of fuel. And crosses the line to take the final race victory of this evening here. Evil One to come home in second place, and Con in the SFR Brigade leads them home in third. Uppy's going to finish fourth. Maccajack, one of our two stoppers, is going to finish in fifth. J-Dub is going to come across the line in sixth. Smurfing your mum and sliding the car across the final corner in seventh. Eighth's going to go to Hammy, and ZD finishes about a lap down in ninth. It says Packer about 2 down in 10th in that full GT.
Yeah, bad luck there for Scooter. It was would have been interesting if there was a few more laps in the race. I think Apex was slowly bringing him in there.
Whether Apex would have had enough laps or enough fuel, enough tyres, it would have been good to see, but something that we won't see. But gents, that was the exhibition race for Easter. The maybe the first annual wheel-to-wheel Easter exhibition. Maybe we'll be back this time next year. You never know. But bit of a fun time, just a way to let the hair down across a Sunday night. Tate, thank you very much for joining me in the commentary box.
It's been a pleasure. Some great racing and nice talking about it with you guys.
And
it was great fun tonight.
Thank you as always for bringing the visuals, man.
No worries, guys. Yeah, it was a good one.
So,
see you next week at Tokyo in the wet. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, so the main bill race kicks back off again next week at Tokyo. Like Tate said, we're going across the expressways of Tokyo. Forecast of a wet weather race, but until then, guys, we'll see you later.
Yep. Cheers. See you guys.